It's Friday, the week is over, the weekend's here, you're looking great, and it's time for the news. Let's do it. Thanks me. Vine is back, baby, and it's gonna be better than ever. Tumblr has unveiled the most shipped YouTubers of 2017. Take a wild guess. The YouTube Rewind has arrived, and it's not very good. And of course, it's the return of Dan How Watch. All this, plus I've just realized I'm wearing a green t-shirt, so we'll see how the green screen feels about that. Probably not good. On this week's edition of YouTuber News, the video news service from WeTheUnicorns.com, the only website where you can vote for your YouTuber of the year. Voting is still open. It'll be open until December 12th, so if you haven't voted already, get voting. There's a link in the description. And if you voted already, remember, you can vote as many times as you want. So if you really want to get your favorite over the finish line, maybe vote again. But for now, let's get on with it. Our first story, Vine is back, baby. Time to get celebrating, at least according to one of Vine's original creators, Dan Hoffman. You may remember Vine as being the only good thing that's ever existed on the internet. It was an app that was tragically killed earlier this year for two main reasons. Firstly, because the website was one of the worst websites ever designed by human beings, and secondly, because it never managed to make any goddamn money. But now, Dom Hoffman says that he's working on a follow-up to Vine, which he is tentatively calling V2. He's even made a cool little logo, which is a spin on the original Vine logo. There's no word yet on a release date for V2, but if we hear anything at all, we'll be the first to tell you. The world is pretty bleak right now, and it looks like we need Vine more than ever. You know, I had a Vine account that was quite popular. Yeah, it was a character I played. It was just this kind of wacky lady who was always falling down. Yeah, it was called Lele Pons. Yeah, that was me. Yeah. I kind of really perfected the art of falling over a lot. And no matter how many times I did it, the audience still apparently found it funny. Because I'd be in different settings. I'd be in school, I'd be at home, and I've fallen over again. Ah! And that's comedy. Our second story, Tumblr has unveiled the most shipped YouTubers of 2017. I mean, you can see where this is going. Do I even need to finish the story? That's right, it's Captain Sparkles and Ray William Johnson. It's Dan and Phil. Okay? Obviously it's Dan and Phil. Have you been to Tumblr? Tumblr Fandom Metrics, which is the fancy service that tracks trends on Tumblr, analyze posts across the year, and they use criteria like how many posts were created that contained the tag, how many times that tag was searched for, how many times a post that used that tag was reblogged. The shipping term for Dan and Phil is of course fan, which is kind of cheating because fan is also just a generic term used for a fan of Dan and Phil. So if they're tracking all the times that phrase was used, might be cheating a little bit, but who are we kidding? Even if that wasn't true, Dan and Phil would still be winning by a country mile. I mean, I was in the merchant navy for 50 years, and I ain't never seen ships like this. And a quick reminder that YouTubers don't really like being shipped, they find it uncomfortable and maybe you should stop. Okay, moving on. Our third story, the YouTube Rewind 2017 has arrived. It's not very good. I actually made a whole video about this yesterday, like a big whiny baby, talking about the video and why I didn't think it was very good, but yeah, judging by the reaction, I think this is a feeling felt by most people. People either flat out didn't like it or found it very underwhelming. There's a few reasons for this. There was a part in the middle that I myself really disliked, where for some reason they decided to talk about all the tragedies that happened in 2017, which, you know, the YouTube Rewind is not the place for that, and they did not do it in a very sensitive way. But on top of that, a lot of YouTube fans felt that it was a bit nothing. We asked you guys on Twitter what you thought about it, and everyone was just kind of like, meh. Part of that might be down to the fact that a lot of big YouTubers were barely in it, or just not in it at all. I mean, Jacksepticeye didn't appear to be in it, maybe I missed him. PewDiePie wasn't in it, but I think we all know why. But hey, maybe you disagree, maybe you love the YouTube Rewind, maybe you think I'm a big liar and I'm fake news. Let us know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you think. Well, we've got our stories out of the way, and you know what that means. It's time for Dan How Watch. Hi, welcome to Dan How Watch. I'm Britney Spears. What's Dan been up to this week? Well, Dan, as you know, is a bit of a miserly old businessman. He loves having money, he loves hoarding money, and he hates paying money to his many employees. Well, Dan this week went to bed after counting all the money in his vault. But he was stirred in the night. At first he thought, maybe this is just a sore tummy, maybe it was a bad bit of cheese I ate. But then he was actually visited by three ghosts, one of which showed him the Christmas past, his Christmas past. One of them showed him Christmas present, and one of them did show him Christmas future. And they did warn, in fact, that if Dan did not change his miserly ways, he would die a sad, lonely old man. And that he needs to go to Phil Lester's house and buy him the biggest Christmas goose he can find so that he can redeem his soul. Dan listened to the advice. He was like, yes, interesting, interesting. And then he slowly reached over to a nearby vacuum cleaner, sucked up the ghosts, laughed his head off. He said, ha ha ha, ha, I've trapped you ghosts, and went back to counting his money. So, no lessons learned this year, but there's always next year. This has been Dan Howwatch. The sound of someone dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh reminds me that it's time for our question of the week. Last week I asked you a question of the week, as I do every week, god damn it. But only one person got the correct answer, and that person was someone by the name of Subscribe So I Can Pretend I Have Friends Please. And they said the answer is corn, which is true. The answer was corn. Delicious corn, nutritious corn. So congratulations to them for winning the question of the week. As always, the prize is that someone will come round to your house and dunk slime over your head. It's not a good prize, I don't know why we keep doing it. This week's question of the week is as follows. Listen carefully, pens at the ready. If I'm wrapping a present for Father Christmas and I'm putting the bow on, so get your answers in for that one next week, and if anyone gets it right, I'll read out their correct answer. Good luck! Star Wipe. I'm Benedict Townsend. This is YouTuber News, which airs every Friday on the We the Unicorns YouTube channel. Sometimes we put little clips on our Facebook page as well, but the main show is always here. Don't forget, the best way to get YouTuber News and all our wonderful YouTuber related content is to hit subscribe, and you'll get those videos delivered to you first. You're part of the family then, kid. Get those first comments, you get the bragging rights. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and like that smash mouth button. If you've got any fan art as well, send it in to @WeTheUnicorns or @BenedictTown with the hashtag YouTuber News fan art. Last week we featured a bunch of fan art, which was fantastic. We're kind of saving it up now, and we're going to do another little showcase next week. So if you've got any fan art, no matter how good or bad, I love it when it's good and I love it when it's bad. Send it in and we'll feature it on the show. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.